Greetings to all. This is where psychology meets spirituality. You must have noticed how your heart feels lighter when someone truly listens to you. Or even a hug can heal what words never could. Everything in life, plants, people, even planets, seems to thrive and grow when connected and begins to fade when left alone. Today, I am going to talk about the healing power of love. This one feeling so many of us silently crave, but rarely express even in therapy. Before starting, let's honor the divine. You see, a flower blooms only when it receives sunlight and water. A child smiles only when they feel seen and loved. Even our cells, our neurons, our hearts, they all thrive when connected, no doubt about it. In therapy session, when clients shares about loneliness, trauma, anxiety, or depression, what we do is we gently peel back the layers. Beyond the stories and the symptoms, we often hear these quiet truths that I wasn't loved, I'm not enough, I'm unworthy being seen, I don't feel safe to be myself, no one really understands me. These aren't just thoughts, they are deep emotional wounds that shape a person's entire inner world. They create a fracture in the psyche, meaning a split between the self that feels and the self that survives. And slowly, people forget how to love themselves. It says that the divine is indeed rasa, that means essence, love, bliss. That means the entire cosmos is made of love energy. When you're connected to this love energy, you're healthy. When you're disconnected, we call it disease. If we dig deep enough, we find that the root of almost every depression or emotional disturbance is a lack of love, or more precisely, a disconnection from love. So if you look closely, love is that invisible force holding everything together. If you see the galaxies, the atoms, even our hearts, it's the power that runs the entire cosmos. So when love fades, things falls apart within families, relationships, and even within our own minds. So I have heard a story long back. Once a person asked his master, "Master, I'm depressed. I feel no purpose, no meaning. My mind feels sick. I think I'm detached, but I'm not sure." So the master said, "Go and serve the people. Love someone deeply, even a homeless dog or a plant. Just love and you will be healed." So the man said, "That's it?" The master said, "Yes, because when you love, your I becomes we and your illness becomes wellness." This is a profound learning. So look at how your heart reacts when you see babies or your pets, or when you serve others out of love. Your heart expands instantly, right? Here you are increasing the vibration. You know, everything in us and around us is vibration. When we live in fear, anger, sadness, or guilt, our vibration becomes heavy and slow. It releases cortisol and adrenaline, which creates tension and inflammation. But when we start feeling love, joy, or gratitude, our vibration rises. It becomes lighter. The body releases healing chemicals such as oxytocin and endorphins, the ones that help repair. So our body actually responds to these vibrations. So just by changing how we feel, by shifting our vibration, we can literally change our body's chemistry. In truth, most emotional suffering begins with a connection imbalance, that is, a loss of love, belonging, and safety. Over the time, this turns into fear, and that fear creates chemical imbalance, what we then call mental illness. So, psychology looks through the lens of the mind and brain. Spirituality looks through love, connection, and fulfillment. When you combine this, it's magical. That's why many people feel something is still missing even after a therapy. If you see Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, can you imagine how lost and broken Arjuna must have felt to fight against his own family? So, when Arjuna falls into deep depression and confusion on the battlefield, Sri Krishna reveals to him the cosmic connection, showing that Arjuna is eternally linked to the divine. Sri Krishna teaches that performing action with love and surrender is the ultimate healing. By awakening Arjuna to his inner truth, Krishna brings him back to his true purpose and strength. So, what did Krishna do? Reconnecting Arjuna to the source. That's what Krishna did to restore his power. That's where spirituality plays an important role. So, connection is the best medicine, love is the cure. Psychology says, let's reframe the thoughts. That's survival. What we do is we just bring sense to the person. That's all we do. Spirituality says, let's dissolve the thinker. That's when you surrender. If you see, even doctors at one point says, whatever we can do, we did. The rest is in the Almighty's hands. What does that mean? This means this is the final truth. So connect to your heart, connect to your loved ones and friends. Give your pet a treat, hug them tight. Feed the birds, feed the animals, feed the hungry. Do what you love, follow your passion, and soon you will feel happiness overflowing within you. In doing so, we are rising our frequency. These are natural steps we can take on our own before things reach a point where professional help becomes necessary. You see, nature has already written these healing codes within us. In the Bible, it says, love never fails, and divine love will not leave you nor forsake you. I will continue in my next segment where psychology meets spirituality, sharing from my own learning experiences. If this message resonates with you, please like and also share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Let's remind the world that love is still the greatest medicine. Thank you so much.